Motherfucker, stop swearing in your videos. Right, I've gone and bought myself, because I'm looking right at it, a Nikon Coolpix. Because I've never actually had a camera. I've always used like my smartphone or something. So I thought, camera, yeah, obviously I'll still use iPod and iPhones and stuff for taking pictures, but obviously this is a designated camera, not really video phone. You can do videos, also I'm doing one now, just to see how it comes out. So, the topic of this video is running. Really enjoying running. Just been for a run. I put it on my Strava. If you follow me on Strava, check it out. It's 6.8 kilometers. But I must say, like every run I've been on lately, it's felt like the distance I'm doing is really easy, which is good. Because I used to get, early on in my runs, I used to get like this weird, I wouldn't necessarily say pain, but it was kind of like a pre-run kind of, you know, not warmed up, you know, let's get into the roll of it, let's rock and roll. Once I get going, it's a bit like cycling, I'm okay, put it like that. So yeah, just did a little loop, got my mitts on, it's enough, got the hat on, because it's windy, this is good, man, the old Peruvian hat. It's a Thinchlet one, it's only a cheapy thing, but I like tie it underneath my neck, man, so the wind doesn't get up in my ears, because I really hate that. Old cycling kit, man, makes excellent running kit because you've got like the rear pockets. So I got this tiny little torch I carry with me because obviously it was getting dark, so I didn't know if I was gonna, again with the running like cycling, man, I might go that little bit extra further. So just carried some money, my iPhone, and obviously a little torch and one sweet carbs. So yeah, I got a base layer on, again cycling stuff, base layer, a Helly Hansen long thermal, and these kind of ASIC 3/4, and as you can see, some compression socks, which work really well. I get on pretty good with the compression socks, and after using them now, I don't really know how I didn't really use them early on, but obviously I'm getting more into it, so you get more into something, you get more geared up, don't you? And yeah, goals for running, man. I mean, as I said before, like I kind of started getting into running again pretty much when I started turning my lifestyle around, I guess, about 4 years ago, on and off. But only just lately really enjoying it again, because there's the simplicity of it, man. Like running, you can go out, you can just like, you know, you can go obviously go places you can and can't go on a bike, I guess, but you can get yourself away from traffic. And it's just so much easier to gear up to go out for a run than it is to go for a cycle ride, in my opinion, for me. And obviously you get, I feel I get more of a workout. You really get that, like, that whole body pump thing, you know. So yeah, I'm just enjoying it, not overdoing it. I've never actually, in the past 4 years, picked up an injury of such. I did have like a knee niggle. Again, I'll get it on the bike sometimes if I push a big gear, hardcore motherfucker style, but I did have it running, and again that was really pushing a little bit too hard, overuse. That was on a run about, let me see, I think it was last year. I done like two back-to-back days running, which I very, very rarely do. I was just pushing a bit too hard on those two runs. Again, only short, man, but it doesn't matter, does it? If you are going to pick up an injury, you're going to pick up an injury, I suppose. Each individual person's different, I guess. What did I want to share? I don't know. I'll pause. Let me pause and reflect. Oh yeah, I suppose I could add that I did actually do this run with toothache. I've got crazy toothache. I'm going to do another video on my toothache, actually, because toothache's unpleasant, man. A lot of people have to deal with toothache or are dealing with it right now, and my actual case I will talk about because it might help relieve people of some of their tooth issues. So I've been dealing with this for the past couple of weeks, waiting for treatment, hopefully go and get that done next week. So yeah, done the run with a little bit of pain, man, but I took some painkillers and all's cool with that. Got the job done, vegan fucking power. Cold wind, man. That storm came out, it's a cold wind. It was like I was down on the beach, it's like blowing sand. Like luckily I had a side to tailwind coming back. And you might think like, whether like cycling or running, man, it's the same thing. head to tailwinds matter, like, you know. Personally, I think more so with running. It's not very nice running and you've got like the wind blasting in your face. But for some reason on a bike, for me personally, it doesn't feel as bad, you know. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because you're like, you can get a little bit more aero on the bike versus running. You're up there, you can't really, like, you can't get aero running, can you? You look funny anyway. You look fucking stupid. It's actually physically impossible, isn't it, to get aero running. So the slimmer you are, I guess, can help if you're running into a headwind. The fatter you are, well, that'll soon work out right if you eat right and keep yourself moving, won't it? So there you go, yabble yabble, enjoying running. If you don't run, then you don't have to. If you want to run, then just start doing little runs, man. Even down like the road outside your house, it can only be 100 yards, can't it? Doesn't have to be far at all. Depends what you want to do, what your goals are. You know, getting motivation and inspiration. That's another thing, man. Motivation and inspiration. The people you hang around with. For me, it's not, because I've kind of gone beyond a bit like that now. I can kind of motivate and inspire myself, you know. Pick myself up, get the job done. But for some other people who may have, or they may find it difficult to get out and do things, they might have a bit of a low self-esteem or something, and they don't believe in themselves. It can prove difficult. And, you know, if you're living or hanging around people that don't share your lifestyle and your health and fitness goals, you know, they might say, oh, where did you go running, or what have you been up to, or whatever. But unless they're doing the same sort of thing as you, they're not really going to know what it's like, so they're not really going to offer so much as, you know, in the way of help, motivation, inspiration, as people are, you know, doing that themselves. So there you go. Don't let other people hinder your fitness and lifestyle goals. It doesn't matter. There's plenty of people out there doing stuff. You know, they're not hanging around with like people who are in clubs or they're racing or into anything like that. They just do stuff because they have their own goals. And that's what it should always be about, really. That's what it's about for me. Look in the mirror. Dash competition. See you later. Oh, if you like this video, give it a like. I'm just coming for a run now. As I said at the beginning of the video, fucking freezing. Got to get a shower. Get myself a hot cup of tea. I want a hot cup of tea, man. Don't want any cold green juice or any of that shit. I want a hot cup of tea. Might have some rice or pasta, or make myself some soup. Or I might walk myself, haul my fat ass to the supermarket and get some grub. We'll see. So get out these clothes, whatever, undercarbed, cold, catching hypothermia. I'm gonna die. See ya.